everybody, did you miss us? It's HorrorBuzz Live, and we are here to bring you all of the latest news, information, gossip, and just chit-chat from the horror world. There's so much to do and so much to talk about right now. Before we get started, please, if you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, on Twitter. Do we have plenty of news to get to tonight. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's Lindsey!
I know. Back from the grave. Although it actually probably looks like I'm back from the grave. So
well, I'm in a grave. I'm in a grave right now. So I mean it's cool.
Well, bright side though, I had a PSL today and I feel revived.
Wait, a PSL?
Yes, because
okay, yeah, me too.
You got yours too. I saw that on the news and I was like, work doesn't matter, obligations doesn't matter.
I know. I woke up and I saw it on Facebook and I was like, I just ran out. So I'm sorry, we're both pumpkin spice people. Let us know if you like the pumpkin spice. PSLs, pumpkin spice lattes, or pretty much anything pumpkin spice. If not, tell us why you hated it. But I'm telling you, I when I took my first sip, I was like, oh, finally, we're back home.
Got goosebumps. I had an existential experience, out of body experience.
I did too, but I didn't want to say it. Okay. So enough about, and they're not even paying us for this. But hey, Starbucks, if you're listening. So there's so much. Brandy is also saying that the new apple crisp is pretty tasty too.
I've heard about this, and Brandy, if you've had it, elaborate. But it's iced, and apparently it tastes real good.
See, I am no fan of iced coffees. I'm not. I'm a very atypical gay like that. I just don't. I want my coffee hot. That's it. So let's talk about all of the craziness that is about to be unleashed. Also, there might be something going on sale tomorrow. I don't know. We'll talk about it in a minute. So what's happening, Lindsey?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's kind of stressful. There's a lot happening. We're kind of also in this weird time of the year where we're drinking pumpkin spice lattes. I've already decorated part of my house. I'm not ashamed about it. If you're not somebody who decorates Halloween in August, then maybe we need to rethink some things. But anyway, we're in this really weird period where everybody else hasn't caught on to the haunt or spooky train yet. And so we're left kind of anxiously waiting for things to hit that green light. But we are seeing a lot of things come up and out. So we don't have enough time to discuss everything that's coming because there is a ton of stuff. But what I want to do is put a few things on your radar that are coming out very quickly so you can kind of plan accordingly, because as we know, as the COVID thing continues, tickets are reduced or things are spaced out. So audiences are, capacities are fewer, it's reduced. So I just want to put things on your radar that are coming up so you have a chance to grab those tickets for different things. So let's start with movies. We've got a few coming out this week. Number one on our list is coming to Netflix tomorrow, and it's a movie called The Old Ways. And it's about a reporter who goes to her homeland of Veracruz, and she's doing an investigative story on witchcraft and faith healing. And she's kidnapped by the locals. And they tell her that she is possessed by a demon and they have to exorcise her before she can be set free. And throughout her capture, she starts to believe that she actually might be possessed. So she, along with her captors and her estranged cousin, have to fight for survival and fight for her soul. So if that interests you, that's coming to Netflix tomorrow. On Thursday, we have a movie called Mosquito State, and that's coming to Shudder. And it's about a guy, very successive Wall Street data analyst type, and he keeps seeing these really ominous patterns, and his computer models are behaving all kinds of crazy, and all of a sudden these swarms or mosquitoes, they're breeding in his apartment and creating all these, like I said, swarms, and it's an infestation that kind of enhances his psychological meltdown. So if you're interested in the psychological thriller, recommended, and it's coming out on Thursday on Shudder. On Friday, we have a couple movies coming out. The first one is Video on Demand, and that is The Stairs. And it's about a group of hikers, this local lore legend about a group of hikers that are hunted by something sinister in the woods, very standard setup. And 20 years later, after the origins of this legend, some friends and a grandfather and his grandson find themselves in a very similar situation along the same trail. They, however, are unaware of the long forgotten evil that is lurking just beyond the tree line. So if that interests you, that's on Video on Demand this Friday. And rounding out our films, we have Candyman. Long waited. I know Norm popped back in. I'm sure he wants to say something. Feel free. Take the floor.
Go.
Okay. I hope you guys are all familiar with Candyman. If you're not, I'll give you very quick, brief synopsis. The housing projects in Chicago's Cabrini Green are terrorized by a ghost story about a supernatural killer with a hook for a hand who is summoned by saying his name 5 times into a mirror. It looks very much like what Norm's displaying. Thank you for that. And in present day, it's a gentrified area, and visual artist Anthony and his girlfriend Brianna have moved into Cabrini, and they meet an old timer who tells them tales of Candyman, and Anthony begins to explore the macabre corners of this dark secret hiding in the projects, or the former projects, I should say, as an inspiration for paintings. And we all know where that's probably headed. That's coming to theaters this Friday, and I'm pretty excited myself. How about you, Norm? Feel free to.
I'm not excited anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Did you see it? Oh boy.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm under embargo about reactions. So,
You just make a facial expression. That's all we needed to know. You guys saw it. I saw it. If you didn't, you can say it again and again.
But the review is going to be up tomorrow. The review is going to be, midnight tonight. But what I'm saying is you might do well to get your tickets.
Maybe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know I will be getting mine 100%. So everybody else should too. And then we can say what is talking about. And moving on to our events, I did mention that the PSL is back, and I'm going to add on to that Spirit Halloween locations are opening, which is the best. I've been obsessively checking, and it's very annoying. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this. Feel free to comment. But when they open, they don't have all their stock out. There's like a pair of socks and a witch hat or something. And like the one item that you're obsessively looking for isn't there. So if you guys go to any Spirit Halloweens in Southern California and you see the killer clown from outer space figurines that they're coming out with this year, please let me know and I will drive. I will drive probably shamefully far to get them. So if you see them, let me know. Anyway, moving on to our other events. I've mentioned this for the past few weeks. I'm going to keep mentioning it because I think it's a very good appetizer or to get us into our haunt season. We have the Tent of Terror haunt in Hemet. They are a very quickly growing backyard haunt, and they have all kinds of crazy special effects, and they kind of adopt kind of a big top theme, a carnival theme. And they are now open. They want to bring some spooky magic to guests everywhere now because they know that we desperately need it. And they are going to be running it through October 31st. So if you want to get a taste of haunt season right now, you can check them out on Fridays and Saturdays from 8:30 until 11 p.m. Tickets are $10. Kids in 12 and under are $7, and tickets can be purchased online or with cash at the venue. And their website is tentofterror.com. And for my thespians out there, we have the eighth wonder of the world, King Kong. He is going to be making an appearance in a play form at the Maverick Theater in Fullerton. It's not a musical. I want to say that you won't see King Kong doing any like putting on the Ritz type things, but it is an original play written by a guy who also adapted Night of the Living Dead into a play, which is very good. That also plays at the Maverick. It's something they do every year.
Okay, first of all, Night of the Living Dead at the Maverick, you must do that.
Have
You
to.
must do that.
At least once in your life, you have to.
Yes, that is a must. Oh, also quickly, hi Kelly. Okay, sorry, back to you.
Okay. So obviously you got see a glowing review from Norm. The same guy wrote it, so I have really high hopes. And who doesn't love one of the most classic creature features? So you can get tickets on their website at mavericktheater.com, and the dates are going to be August 28th and 29th, and then September 3rd, 4th, 10th, and 11th. Friday and Saturday showings are going to be at 8 p.m. and Sunday showings are at 6 p.m. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip here. The tickets online on the Maverick website are $28 a piece. Opening night on August 27th is completely sold out, but all the other dates are available. If you have a Gold Star account, you could go onto Gold Star and they have the tickets for $20 a pop. The caveat is all of the dates on Gold Star, not on the Maverick website, but on Gold Star are sold out. The only dates that remain at the $20 price are Sunday, August 29th and Friday, September 10th. So if you're available to go those dates, you can save yourself a few bucks. All right. And not this weekend, but the following weekend, we have Falloween presented by October Village. So super cute. This is very much in the same vein as things that we've seen throughout the summer. And as soon as COVID kind of lifted a little bit and we were allowed to do outside things, we saw a lot of vendor, photo op, fall, fanfare, fun type events. And that's very much this. So if you love to shop for spooky things and take spooky pictures, this is for you. It's going to be at 201 East MacArthur Boulevard in Santa Ana. Now, if you don't remember that, that's okay. I'm going to give you the website. You can always check this out on the website. The tickets are free, but you have to RSVP for them. And you can RSVP for them on octobervillage.com. So just October Village, like you live in it, .com. And you can also check them out on their Instagram. Same, their handle is October Village, and you can reserve via the link in their bio as well. So September 4th and 5th from 12 to 7 p.m., you'll be able to take a spooky picture and find a spooky present for yourself, because who doesn't want presents for Halloween, right? If we do it for Christmas, we should be able to do it for Halloween. And keeping with that same event theme, we've got Creep It Real OC. And it is returning. Last year it was unable to come to fruition, but it will be coming back for 2021, and it will be at the Heritage Museum of Orange County on September 12th. That is a Sunday, and it's going to take place from 12 to 6. And it's basically just dedicated to bringing the haunt community together. We'll have all kinds of things like photo locations. There's going to be a Halloween market, obviously. You can buy all kinds of little goodies there. At the Heritage Museum, there's the Kellogg House, which you'll be able to check out, and that's rumored to be haunted by actual ghosts. So if that's your bag, you can go ahead and check that out. You can stroll through. They're going to have a congregation of all different kinds of hearses. So if you're into the history of death and things like that, that'll be there. There's going to be a bunch of food trucks, costume contests, a ton of stuff. The tickets are only $7. So for $7, you get an afternoon of all kinds of fall fun. And as I mentioned, that's going to be Sunday, September 12th, 2021, from 12 to 6 p.m. And you can get tickets on eventbrite.com. So if you just go to eventbrite.com, search Creep It Real, it'll pop up.
I'm wondering what the ghosts at the Kellogg House would say.
Honestly, they probably like it. They've probably been pretty lonely because they were doing no tours, right? If I was a ghost, I would want someone to haunt.
Well, but are they like, cornflake? Like that? I just was thinking.
Boo, that was terrible. I don't even know why.
But like, I'm just like, do they haunt you like with breakfast cereal? I don't know. Okay, sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
I would be so fine with that because I'm obsessed with cereal, but I have a feeling that's probably not what happens. And we have 2 more things I want to mention. So number 1, we have Halloween Club. If you guys know Halloween Club, they're all over and they are open all year long. So if you've got costume needs at any point of the year, whether it be April 5th, October 31st, or June 17th, they got you. And they are putting on what's called the Spook Show. So it's just their annual event they do. And this year it'll be taking place on September 25th. And that's a Saturday, and it'll be from 12 to 7 p.m. Completely free, but because of social distancing measures and whatnot, you do have to RSVP and nab a ticket. And that's available on their website at halloweenclub.com/spookshow. And it'll take you right to the reservation site. And it will be at the Halloween Club in La Mirada. And there's going to be over 100 different kind of entrepreneurs. So it's more than just vendors. There'll be some local haunt people either talking about their haunt that they're going to be doing, or maybe peddling some shirts that they have for their haunt. There's going to be performers and all that kind of stuff. So you, if you're interested, check that out at their La Mirada location. And last, well, it's actually not technically last, but last on this list, I want to put this on your radar now. It's not for a few months, but this will sell out. This is going to be Seasons Screamings. So if you went to Midsummer Scream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Our pals over at Midsummer Scream have come up with a holiday haunt and horrors convention, because Halloween isn't just one day, it's a lifestyle. And it's going to be December 17th through 19th at the Pasadena Convention Center. And that is also where Midsummer Scream was held. There's going to be haunted walkthroughs in the hall. And I love this, the Hall of Yuletide Spirits. And wandering around the entire event are going to be creatures from the night based on winter legends. So Krampus is probably going to be there. Big fan of him. Love what he does. He does good work. So you'll get.
He does. He really does.
He really does. And there's going to be a ton of vendors there. So it's a shopping experience that I'm sure will go any greedy heart, at least 3 sizes. And tickets are available currently. If you head to Midsummer Scream's Instagram, you can get the special code to access the pre-sale tickets. They haven't officially gone on sale, but if you want to be ahead of the curve, you can head to Instagram. And I'm going to make you work for it. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you really want it, you can go on there and check it out.
Is that
and
it?
I do other events, but I think that this should be something that you get to announce. It's incredibly exciting, but
Oh, that. Well, we'll get to that.
Oh,
We'll get
okay.
to that shortly. But
Okay.
one thing that I also wanted to tell people to go do is Horror World out in Rancho Cucamonga. Larry and Cheryl Bones, they have taken over an empty space in a food court, like a marketplace thing in Rancho Cucamonga. And I gotta tell you, it scared me and it was so much fun. I'm posting right now the link to Jeff's review. And there's even an interview.
Oh.
Yes, it's a walkthrough. It's a maze walkthrough that is not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it is not unlike it. So yes, we can't say that it is, but what we can say is there's a big cannibal named Bubba with a chainsaw who's coming after you. And at that point, you don't care about IP. You're scared. Like, it's so good. It's the maze is very disorienting, and the scares are spectacular. Lisa Para is saying that Horror World was so freaking fun. Also, Alan says he loves the Maverick. Everybody does. Brenda actually says she saw King Kong at the Maverick on Sunday and last year, and she said it was fantastic.
There you have it.
So, so there you go. I can't remember if I said hi to Kelly. Hi, Kelly. If not, then you get it again because I adore you. Okay, so Yeah, but go out to Horror World. It's totally worth the wait if you don't, you know, live nearby.
I'll say
Uh,
this, I know the guy that plays Bubba, and he's an incredible scare actor.
there's many
He's
Bubbas.
well, he's one of the Bubbas, but
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, sorry. He's really good.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And there's some, yeah, it's good. It's good. Anyway, so what was really funny was that I went and then the next night I went with Jeff and Martina and Alex, and I got to watch them on the cameras as they went through it. And man, I don't know what's more fun, going through it or watching people go through it. But good times, man, good times. Okay, so make sure to get out to Horror World and go see that. But yeah, I think we do have something to talk about. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Tickets are going on sale tomorrow for the
Ah!
the annual Not Scary Farm meet. Oh my gosh. This is, we have been waiting so long to do this. Yeah, let's just look at that graphic again.
Ah, so
Anyway,
cool.
so yeah, yeah, this is going to be Saturday, September 18th, and the ticket includes dinner at the Cauldron with all the amazing
Incredible
drinks and
food.
everything. And it's not an all-you-can-eat buffet, but it is an hors d'oeuvre buffet with a three-course prefix menu. Okay. And then, the cash bar will be open and it's going to be so good. I'm going to have to be so good that night. I'm going to have to be really careful. Because the pours are so
Everything
heavy
I
there and
normally
they,
drink that night.
oh, I'm terrible. I'm going to be rushing through the death march. Come on, come on, come on, hurry. I want to get back to the country. Okay. But yeah, it's delicious. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have some really cool little Halloween surprises, and it's going to be neat. One of the reasons why we're doing it at the Cauldron this year, aside from the Cauldron is amazing, is that we weren't able to get the backstage tours this year because of COVID restrictions, and uh, we really wanted a private dining experience to make sure everybody felt comfortable and make sure everybody was solid. On top of the added benefit that this is less expensive. So what we tried to do is, these are very strange times, very unpredictable times, but we really want to get out there and we really, really want to go smell the fog again and be chased by our monsters. And so this was a way to, uh, keep things as inexpensive as possible, to go as a group and to have the best, most VIP-ish night possible. So with the ticket, you get dinner at the Cauldron, you get admission into Not Scary Farm, and you get front of the line access to all of the mazes and select rides with the fast lane. So it's 189 and 189.99, and that's pretty much everything. So yeah, and you get to stick with the group or you can go off on your own, and it's going to be super, super cool. But I also have another tiny little surprise. I have another tiny little surprise. Uh, there are some people, that actually nabbed Not Scary Farm uh, 2021 season passes. Okay. Uh, and if you were smart enough, you added that on to your season pass when you purchased your Knott's season pass in 2021. But guess what? Guess what? Check. Oh, there's a cat.
Oh yeah, it's Mac. Everybody say hi, Mac.
Hey, Mac. Well, because we knew that some people would have a season pass and would not have to pay for admission, we have a separate package that does not include admission. So if you already have a pass, you can just buy that package and you can join in on the fun, have the dinner, have the front of the line, and you'll be golden. So yeah, and that one is, I believe that's 136.99. So it's a pretty solid deal. We're trying to do the best that we can to make sure people get out there and have fun and to get the best deal possible. Uh, Yeah, can't wait. I cannot wait to be back in Scary Farm. Can't wait.
Brenda is asking Norm if the food will be served on the patio or will it be served inside for the event? Do you happen to know?
Well, honestly, we right now it depends. It really depends. We are planning it to be inside. Um, and you know, if so that's the plan right now. Everything is kind of, you know, if you want to eat outside, I don't see why you couldn't. Um, but yeah, we're going to be doing the tickets are very limited this time. So jump in there and get your ticket immediately, and we'll, you know, go from there. But yes, the tickets will be going on sale uh, midnight tonight, I believe. So yeah, that's the big news. So fun, huh? Brenda, you're gonna have to look at that yourself and see if your pass has the Scary Farm add-on. That's on you. We have to be very clear here that if you roll up to the event and you don't have a ticket to get in and your pass doesn't get you in, you're gonna have to go off and buy a ticket to get in. We're just trying to offer a special option for people who know they can get in. So you know, so there's that. You know, but we didn't want to. If somebody already had access into Scary Farm, we did not want to have to charge them a second time for admission. So that's how that is. So, Brenda, my advice to you is check your pass. Check your pass and see what it has. So that's that. Ah, there you go. So, and what's more, there are more announcements coming. So not to mention the Candyman review. Send you T-shirts, Kelly? Why not? Okay. Send me a shipping address and shirt sizes, sure. Or yes, sure, why not? Okay. Shirts for everyone. Just kidding. All right. So is there anything else you want to share, Miss Lindsay?
Yes, if I could real fast, because when we were talking about horror world, it like got my gears spinning. Because I was like, oh man, I forgot to talk about that. And then I was thinking about all the things I forgot to talk about. And there is one thing I want to make sure I talk about because it's coming up this Saturday, August 28th. If you are a book person, if you're super into reading or horror, fiction, nonfiction, all that stuff, there's a book coming out. Actually, it was released earlier this month, and it's called Untold Horror. And it's basically about all these different films that never came to light for different reasons. And they talk about all different kinds. I mean, I wrote them down here. We've got alternate takes on Frankenstein, Dracula, and even Jaws. A couple Reanimator sequels that were never made. It goes through and talks about all of the trials and tribulations that these films went through. And they interview George Romero, John Landis, a whole bunch of people. And why I'm mentioning this now is because this Saturday at 3 p.m., we have at let me make sure I have this right. At the hold on. Okay, at the Dark Delicacies bookstore in Burbank. So it's a bit of a drive if you are in the higher part of SoCal, but if you're deep in the heart of LA, it's not that far. And it's going to be worth the drive because they are having a signing so that you can purchase a book at Dark Delicacies and the special guests present. So these are the contributors to the book. We have Steve Johnston, David Skull, who I'm a very big fan of. And I think if you read horror, you probably know who he is. We have Brian Usna, William Malone, Jared Rivet, Joe Dante, Robert Parigi, and William Lustig. They're all going to be there signing this book. So if that interests you, that is this Saturday at Dark Delicacies at 3 p.m.
So there we go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Also, before we close out, I looked on the app, and yes, you can buy the apple crisp macchiato hot. So
okay, I
think
that's nice. Bless.
I think yes, bless. So okay, very good. Okay, Lindsay, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for watching. Remember, tickets go on sale tonight at midnight, and we will see you in the fog.